Costa Finance.
Yes, I rise to support the Denham Amendment and to reject the King Amendment. Clearly, I can see where we get regional differences. But as I said, those of us who believe in federalism understand that while states may take certain actions that we may agree or disagree with, if we do really believe in federalism, then we must respect and recognize states to do what they think is the best public policy in their areas within the confines and the constraints of our Constitution, obviously. I think the Denham Amendment attempts to address some of the issues that have been raised here. And this is not a new issue. We debated this issue in 2014 reauthorization of the Farm Bill. And I suspect as long as Representative King and I and Congressman Denham are here, we'll continue to debate this issue for better or worse. But the fact is that we do want to promote commerce, interstate commerce. I don't think we've seen a limitation of those areas, whether we're talking about in the poultry industry or whether we're talking about other related agricultural industries, limited for their ability to participate in the California markets as a result of the laws that the state legislature enacted. I might also add, this was not implemented by the state legislature or the governor. Many of our states have initiative and referendum systems, and this was an initiative voted by the voters of California. So the fact is that you have measures that qualify on the ballot, whether in your state or our state, and the voters vote on it, and they decide that that's the policy they want to pursue. This is obviously in direct contradiction to allowing the voters in those states to determine their what they think is the best public policy. I did not support the initiative. Let me be clear about it. But nonetheless, it passed, and the California poultry industry is dealing with it, and so. I support the Denham Amendment, and again, as I did 4 years ago, oppose the King Amendment, and I hope that we'll get a chance to vote on this. Yes.
I just want to point out a couple of facts. California has 5 million eggs, but imports an additional 4 billion. Now, we've been doing this for 4 years. The market hasn't dropped. It hasn't affected the eggs that are coming into our state. But this isn't just about eggs. Mr. Costa, you referenced that this is similar to or the same as the bill that we saw 4 years ago. It is far from that. This attempts to address all types, not just California, but every other state. You be careful who's in the majority here, because different things can happen depending on who's trying to propose these in different states. When you find things that you don't like, to manipulate the Constitution for your benefit can create big problems with lawsuits across the country. Now, this was litigated in federal court. Prop 2 was litigated in federal court, and it was upheld. It was found that the law isn't unconstitutional because it applies evenly to in-state and out-of-state producers. But because this is so broad and so new and was never heard, over 180 diverse stakeholders have come out in firm opposition to the King Amendment, including Freedom Works, the National Conference of State Legislators, Humane Society, Fraternal Order of Police, National Farmers Union, and Environmental Working Group, to just to name a few.
Reclaiming my time before it expires, a question to my colleague. I was under the assumption this was the same language as 4 years ago. So you're telling me that it goes even more extreme and covers, impacts more states, is that correct?
Yes.
So it would be the impact would be further and far-reached beyond California.
Far-reaching beyond California and beyond egg and poultry industries.
Okay.
Can affect every industry.
Well, for all of those good reasons, again, I support the Denham Amendment and oppose the King Amendment, and I hope our colleagues will get a chance to vote on a voice vote, I mean, on a roll call vote.